Excuse the way I look. It's the first day of my period, so I have acne due from PMS. So I want to make this video because it was pressed in my heart to make this because I know for a fact I'm not the only person in the whole wide world, or I guess I should say in the United States, that have this feeling and struggle with this. It's actually talked about quite a lot around the well, I'm just going to talk about it, is the holiday blues. I don't really like saying holiday blues. It's more or less, I guess I'm going to focus on well, I guess I probably should sum it up into both all holidays. There is some people out there that just don't really like the holidays at all. Now, there's a lot of people that get offended by that. Please ignore that. I should have put makeup on before I started the video. There's a lot of people that get offended by people that just don't like the holidays. I myself personally, I'm one of those people. I get the holiday blues. Me growing up as a kid, my holidays were kind of always tinted with, drama and problems and things like that. So whenever the holiday season would come around, it never really was a joyous time. My dad suffered from alcoholism most of my childhood. So when Christmas time would come around, he would stay up all night drinking the night before, and he would be hungover the next day. So we would literally get presents thrown at us, or he would start yelling, or that he just wasn't around. When it came to Thanksgiving, I just remember my mom always being drunk. I remember her always being under the influence of something. Lots of yelling, arguing. I just remember always feeling like I did something wrong. I remember just always feeling, this went all the way up until my teen years. Almost close to my 20s, this continued. Actually, now I think about it, it continued into my 20s. It didn't quite stop until I hit 22 years old. The holidays were just always a very, very stressful time, and it was always a very depressing time for me. There was always something bad happening. It was never joyous. It was always very, I remember my mom would leave on the holidays and she would be gone for days. I would cry for like days on end. It was usually always on Thanksgiving. She would leave, and then she would leave on Christmas night, and she'd go to her parents, and she would just be gone for days. So that, and like I said, alcoholism has always been tinged throughout the holiday season for me when I was a child, teens, and slightly 20s. So anyways, because of that, I don't have even when it starts to get cold outside and the season starts to change, which is normal. I logically understand that seasons change. They have to, because it's life. And, in order for spring to come back around, that a new fresh batch of seeds have to come in, et cetera, et cetera. I understand that. It's not that we don't, understand that things have to change. It's not that we don't understand that. It's some people don't have good memories that are wrapped around the cold seasons, that are wrapped around the holiday season, that it's not always joyous. It's not always, I don't know why I did that, but it's not always joyous. It's not always a happy, good, happy time. It's not always exciting. It's not always exciting. Sometimes it brings dread. It brings sadness. It brings depression. It brings memories that we don't want to think of. Just the feel of the chill in the air gives me bad feelings. I don't like feeling, I don't even like the way the sky looks in the autumn season. I don't like the way it looks because it reminds me of times that I can't even get back. Like it reminds me of childhood that I can't get back, things that I can't, like good things, of course, that I can't get back, and it just brings me down. It makes me very sad. My family's mostly dispersed. My brother, I don't really speak to my brother anymore. And my brother used to be really close. We don't talk anymore. And the fall season just reminds me of when me and my brother would go outside and we'd play and we'd run in the leaves and, playing football and things like that. And, riding the lawnmower and, you know, being together. And we'd always get actually a lot of trouble in the fall because we would go out to the deer hunting stands, and we weren't supposed to be out there, but we would go out there and, you know, stuff like that. And when I feel the chill in the air and I see the sky and I see the leaves on the ground, it just automatically takes me back to a realization that those moments are not going to come back. And, you know, it's over. You know, that part of my life is over. I'm going on 35 years old, and I have a very lonely life. My brother, like I said, me and my brother don't talk anymore. We don't really have a relationship anymore. He basically, you know, he leads his own life, and he chooses to lead his own life, and he kind of like secludes himself from me because he doesn't like my husband and he doesn't like my life. So he just kind of drifted away, and I drifted away from him, and it just, you know, the way it is. And then when it comes down to, you know, like I said, the other memories in general, it's never been a great time. So there are many people that feel like this in the United States around this time of year. There's a lot of men and women that don't have good memories around the holidays. They're traumatized. This is a very traumatic time of year. It's a very high anxiety time of year. That's why you see a lot of people, the prescription drug rates go up in the wintertime and in the fall, because people are taking Prozac, they're taking Lexapro, they're taking, you know, antidepressants to help them get through the holiday season and the cold months, because until spring comes back around, when we start feeling better. I know personally, my favorite holiday that I don't have any bad memories around is Easter. I love Easter. It's my all-time favorite holiday. I have nothing but good memories with Easter. I literally just thought my neighbor was swinging their child around in their arms, but it's a bag. I have nothing but good memories with Easter. And I love the smell of Easter and the candy, and like the grass is green and the trees are green and the sun's shining and it's getting warm outside, and like you can go out in your tank top and shorts, you know, and you're making plans for the summer. Like, you know, the vegetables are out and things are blooming, and it's just a great time of year. That's how I feel personally. That's just how I feel. And there's a lot of people that are out there that feel the same way. My point is, it really bothers me. And I have a lot of people that are in my life that do this. That when this time of year comes around, it's their season, it's their time, that they try to push off their feelings off on people that feel like us. Now, me as a spring person and a summer person, I don't push off my feelings on somebody else that's, say, a fall or winter person that likes that season and they get the summer, spring blues. It is true. There's actually people that get the spring and summer blues because they have traumatic feelings that are wrapped around those two seasons. I don't have traumatic feelings that are wrapped around spring and summer. Somebody else does. But would it be respectful of me to push off my feelings on that person that likes fall and winter and the holidays and be like, oh, well, you know what? You need to start enjoying spring. You need to go out and cut the grass. You need to go outside and go to the beach, you know. I don't know if they had a family member that drowned in front of them in the summer. I don't know if I had somebody got raped by a beach. I don't know if I had somebody that lost a baby in the spring months. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that person, but there's a specific reason why. This is going to be my 3-year-old. And there he is. He's potty training. He's not very happy right now. Why are you crying? We don't need to cry. You're in your undies. You can't be in the video. Mommy's making a video, okay? So you need to be quiet. Why don't you go downstairs and go play video games with Daddy? I'll be down in a minute, okay? Can you shut the door, please? No. Can you shut that behind you? Can you shut it? Thank you. I'm gonna have to lock the door in 1 second because he's gonna get really. I'm not locking the door. But anyways, you know, I don't do that to people. I don't push off my beliefs, or not even beliefs, my feelings, you know, on somebody else that say that time of year is not a good time for them. And I believe that's, you know, it's wrong to do that. It's not right, because you don't know what that person has felt in that specific season of life, that they, you know, that they have a reason why they don't like that season. They have a reason why they don't like spring or summer, and they just don't date it, and it's not the time for them, and they have the holiday blues. They go through those 2 seasons where there's the 4th of July, there's, you know, there's Valentine's Day, there's St. Patrick's Day, there's Easter, there's, I can't remember the other holidays, like Memorial Day, I think is one of them. No, they might actually be in the fall. Regardless, there's a lot of holidays. There's actually people that don't like 4th of July. There's people that get really traumatized by 4th of July because they have a hard time dealing with it, because they've had, you know, bad memories around that season. They've had, you know, a bomb exploded or something, and, you know, or whatever. There's a lot of people that don't like that holiday. But again, you don't see people walking around being like, well, you need to like the 4th of July. You need to like it. You know, you just need to. You know, what's wrong with you? Why don't you like it? That's what I've been getting as feedback from Thanksgiving and Christmas right now. That I have a lot of people in my life that come and say to me, you know, what's your problem? Like, why don't you like Thanksgiving? No, what's your problem? Why don't you like Christmas? You know, what's your problem? Why don't you like the snow? I don't have a problem. It's not a problem. I just don't like it because of the trauma that I've been through in my life with these 2 seasons. It's not that I'm walking around being like, oh, you like winter? You like the holidays? You're an idiot. I'm not saying that to people, but it's disrespectful to go the other route and do that to someone. It's just wrong. And it's my 3-year-old again. I just want to like make this video to let people know that if you're going through that around this holiday season right now, and you're struggling with your feelings, and you're struggling with, can you turn that back on, please? Mommy's making a video. Thank you. If you're struggling with your feelings around the holiday season, around Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you're really having a hard time with it, don't feel guilty or feel bad about that. There is nothing wrong with you. It's normal, and you're not the only one. You're not the only one that goes through that. Wow, your face is dirty. You're not the only one that's going through it. So don't feel the pressure to put up a Christmas tree or bake a turkey or, you know, celebrate it. If you don't feel like celebrating and that's just the way you feel, that's the way you feel. You don't have to explain yourself to people. Just like we don't have to explain ourselves why we like, you know, spring or summer or whatever the things that we like. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of this because my 3-year-old is being ridiculous right now. So where's Daddy at? I will talk to y'all again later.